Disaster management. We have had response because of the incident that we faced. Now let's take it back to last week Tuesday. There was an incident at the Benwood Road informal settlement, and people left and gathered at the Sydenham police station. When we were made aware of this, immediately we intervened to go and see what the situation was and do an assessment from there. There were at that stage approximately 100 people gathered. The next day the number grew because of the threat. Now it seems that it was a criminal incident on site at Benwood Road between a South African and a Malawian national. The community sued for peace among themselves and reached agreement. A bit of a sanction was placed on the criminal activity. It appears that was reneged upon, and therefore the community took action and threatened the Malawians. So they all exited for their own safety or because they were under threat and gathered at the police station. The next day they gathered in a park just close to the police station, and so we began an assessment process from there. We registered people and then quickly identified possible sites where we could then set up a displaced person's site, a camp in other words. So what you see here is what we've established at the Sherwood play lot. A camp management was put in place, and we selected two people who, based on previous experience, were able then to run the management of the centre. Lots of donations were received. We had lots of intervention from particularly the Islamic community through the Community Policing Forum chairperson, and so there were hot meals provided 3 times a day. People were given blankets and mattresses, fed, and any donations of clothing or any other items were given to them. So that phase continued. Parallel to that, there were interventions made immediately to stabilize the situation on the ground. And so political and community intervention happened through the mayoral office, and also with the Malawian community and the Malawian embassy and the locals on the ground, the community leadership from Benwood Road and from Jadu Place. The situation was stabilized. People said we welcome back the Malawian nationals into our area. So when that was done, the mayor, our mayor, Zandile Gumede, and the High Commissioner from the Malawian embassy had a mass meeting with the people, and everyone was happy about the situation. So the reintegration process into the community was effective. People have already gone back, and most of them, the only ones who left behind now, form part of what we call the repatriation process. So they have put up their hands and said we would like to be repatriated back to our home country, Malawi. So the process has kicked in, and assessments and interviews and processing done through the International Organization for Migration. Today we have with us our own immigration department to facilitate that process. 105 selected voluntary repatriation. Of those, only 85 have presented for interview and processing. So hopefully that process is completed today, and as soon as possible then people will be in batches moved back to their home country.